Satire in the Wild by Ariana Jones. What is satire? Satire is defined as the art of creating something using humor and exaggeration in an attempt to expose and criticize society. Satire in media. My example of satire in media is satire used in the show South Park. South Park is a TV show that was created in 1997 by Trey Parker and Matt Stone that is available for streaming on Paramount Plus as well as on your TV at the channel Comedy Central. South Park is known for its humor and comedy as well as their approach on discussing religion and politics. I'm going to discuss the episode of South Park, Season 8, Episode 8, titled Douche and Turd. The episode of South Park titled Douche and Turd was released on October 27, 2004. It follows the character Stan not wanting to vote for his school mascot because his choices were a giant douche and a turd sandwich. Throughout the episode, Stan is being pressured to vote, otherwise he'll be dealing with consequences from his peers. During this time, the U.S. was in the final days of its 2004 presidential election. I believe this period of time was used as a blueprint for the episode. This episode is critiquing the issue of American elections as well as the dissatisfaction of citizens who vote. The target of this episode would be the political system in the U.S. The episode uses the exaggeration of the two candidates being a giant douche and a turd sandwich to symbolize that both candidates in an election could be awful. Did the satire in the show work? I believe the satire in this episode worked. The episode uses humor and comedy to establish an important issue, showing how frustrated voters feel when both candidates in an election aren't their ideal leader. It is making a meaningful point that voting can be frustrating and not always be easy for citizens to take part in. It reminds me of The Simpsons rather than the book James, because both shows use parody and humor to discuss important topics, rather than the novel James being more of a serious approach on the issues in hand. In conclusion, I believe this episode of South Park did change my perspective on the issue. It is a representation of how voting is important, but a difficult process. This form of satire made me laugh and didn't make me uncomfortable because of the humor used in the episode. I believe the concept of this episode was funny, but still a representation of voting in the U.S.